Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeff, and today we're here to react to a subunit from Ateez performing the song called Matz, or Matz, I'm not actually sure. I'm going to say Matz. This is Hongjoong and Seonghwa from Ateez. I don't know what the song's about. I actually bought the album. This song is on their latest album, but I also bought Itzy's Ringo album at the same time, and I haven't stopped listening to that. So actually, I have not heard anything other than Crazy Form from Ateez on their latest comeback. So this will be new for me. And of course, the music video just dropped, I think, 2 days ago. From what I've been told, this relates to the lore of their Ateez, pirate story. Pirate might have been the wrong word, but yeah. Anyway, I've not gone through and done a deep dive on Ateez lore. Some of you guys have educated me on our previous videos. At some point, Ateez lore is gonna have to be something that I go through. Maybe either here or maybe even more likely on Patreon, like where we go through and do like all the songs related to their overarching story. Anyway, I don't know if this is actually related to that, but that's what I've been told. So I'm curious, but preliminary warning, you have to forgive me if I miss a lot of stuff here, or even get the interpretation completely off, because again, I don't know the full lore story, and I love when you guys post it because I read it, I learn it at the time, but until I go through on my own, I don't retain much of it. So even though you may have already explained it to me in another video, I may not remember everything that you mentioned. So, all right, now that we got the disclosures out of the way, let's go check out Ateez with Matz. Getting a Hollywood blockbuster type of opening here. My man broke out the fur-lined hat.
Wash it away, oh, make it rain now. Wash it away, oh, make it rain. Wash it away, oh, make it rain now. Wash it away.
Whistle for me, fall on your wave. 눈깔 깔아결인 무대 위. Yeah, 숨쉬도 까무려. Yeah, 중단을 못하지. Yeah, 까놓고 솔직히 정상을.
My man broke out the fur coat.
Wait, I'm a diesel allergy. 엄마졌다. Yeah, 모든 스테이지 나 시너지. 반응이 터질 듯. 무주 돌리 눈. 뒤따라가는 중. 원래 조용한 놈이 제일 미친 거 마냥 우리 눈은 얼굴로 챈 뱉어봐라.
알고야 난 정신없어 whack. 알고야 난 시끄럽네 매.
알고 왜난 어지러웠대. 알고 왜날 봐.
Pay blah blah, pay for what I pay your first show, pay no my summer blah blah.
Yeah, 사실은 좀 꽤나 푸른 목분. Oh my doctor said, 왜 자리 마세?
하늘 보고 자란 너, 이젠 하늘에서 살아 해결을 하지 의식 중. GPS 달 거면 칸이 바라는 캐리어에 따라 you can be busy too. 걱정 마라, 무대 위 아래 막 너무 부끄럽게 난 살아. 출처 없는 습장 경험 팔 없는 수친 던데로 제가.
알고 왜는 정신없어 whack. 알고 왜난 시끄럽네 매. 알고 얘는 어지러웠대. 알고 얘는
Love these beat drops though.
Drop that.
We're going straight to the breaking news concerning the two men that disappeared after the fire set on stage due to arson. Where are they?
Whole tone change here.
Matz coming right here.
All right. Hold up, there's more. I think. Okay, I lied. There's not more. Okay, so first impressions. Very loud, boisterous song, and that's exactly what they're going for here. Like, not only is Ateez in general considered a loud group in terms of their music, but there are lines in here where they're speaking from the perspective of either they're reading what people are saying or they're speaking as if they're the other people talking about Ateez, where they say things like, oh, they're so loud, they make me dizzy, that kind of thing. And they bring that, but they also talk about how confident they are and how like great the chemistry between the two of them is. I believe at one point they mentioned setting fire to the stage. So a lot of like confidence and swagger in this song here. We'll go back and see what I can catch. Both of them were kind of rapid firing at different points, so even though I was reading the lyrics, I wasn't catching a thing. So I'll see if I can do more on the catching that stuff. Choreo wise, there wasn't as much to break down, but in terms of setting, it did look similar to the setting. What is it? Whatever the other world was. I don't remember what term you guys said that they gave it, but where like the government has basically like banned music or feeling or what. I know there's something along those lines, and it reminded me of that. That may be the tie-in, and these guys are like the underground trying to stir up those the people to have that excitement again. Yeah, feel free to clarify more in the comments. I know some of you 18s will, but yeah, let's go back and listen again. So also, real quick, Matz, is that the name of their subunit? It must be, because otherwise there was no other reference to Matz here until the very end, saying like Matz will be back and stuff like that. And I'm pretty positive that's the unit that they gave themselves. So now I need to know what M stands for, because I assume the ATZ is for Ateez, right? So M, like, I know EXO had subunits like XOM for like Mandarin. Is that? But these guys are both Korean, aren't they? Hongjoong and Seonghwa? I guess they could be Chinese, but I thought they were both Korean. So I don't know if that's what the M stands for. Feel free to let me know if I'm right on that. But I know like I was starting to say, EXO had like their XOM and their XOK. for the Korean line. So I didn't know if that's what this was referencing with their subunit. Planting the tracker here on the vehicle. They track him down to this warehouse. Cinematically, also I didn't catch that either, but he has Matz tatted on his neck. They apply a lot of vocal effects here too. Not like specifically right here, but through the song. Then they get abducted. Hyper focused, can't be mediocre. And then, yeah, like, let's be honest, I'm not normal. Like, I'm way up here. Normal's down here. I'm up here. I'm hyper focused. I can't be bothered to take breaks. No days off, baby. Hold on. What did that say? This is another part where I didn't catch anything. Taking photos around the world. Unpack real quick. Sweatsuit mode. This was what I missed. After the time attack in Sensa Hongdae. Is the time attack referencing that chronometer or whatever that thing is that is broken at the end of Crazy Form? Does that have anything to do with it? Fly over to Incheon. Matz. Okay. So yeah, he actually did reference it. I just missed it earlier. Like allergy, we don't really fit together, but we got that chemistry they'll talk about. But on stage, so personality-wise, they may not seem like they would be a good unit, but when they're on stage, that chemistry, that synergy, it's about to explode, and then they get unleashed, and then they bring the unleashed metaphor in when they break free of these chains. Usually the quiet one. So somebody tell me, and I'm not sure which member this is. I know I got a 50-50 shot here, but I don't want to get it wrong. But is he usually a quiet one? I don't know much of Ateez beyond their music. Like, I haven't watched any of their side content or anything like that. This is what I was talking about. They're speaking from either someone who is outside looking in describing Ateez, or they're the perspective of someone maybe like them reading a headline, like a story about them, like, oh, they're so out of control, they're whack, they're so loud. Yeah, always so loud. And this part right here, They Make Me Dizzy, actually goes really well with the song, partially because dizzy means a few different things here. Obviously dizzy in the sense of like the negative aspect, and that would correspond with the other two lines that we just heard. But dizzy can also be a good thing, right? When you talk about how something's making you feel in relation to music or love or anything like that. Like, obviously this isn't talking about love, but that's just another thing that, like, oh, I'm feeling dizzy, weak in the knees, that kind of thing. But the reason I say it actually goes really well with this song isn't because of how it ties in lyrically. It's because of how it ties in musically. If you listen to this droning synth wave in the back that's playing behind this right now, it honestly is, it can be, especially if you were only listening to the music, it can be a little disorienting. Two men, we're on fire, it's dangerous, baby. Another one of the vocal effects. This whole verse starting out with different currencies because they talked about traveling all over the world, taking pictures all over the world. So this calling back to that part of the song, but also clever. Like, I pay euros, pay dollars, yen, won. Like, not only are they just specifically talking about different currencies, but like they've got different currencies. Like, I can print paper in any country, baby. I've already paid also pay no mind. Clever wordplay there. We're doing pretty well already. Like, yeah, we're doing pretty well for ourselves. But I like this line. Oh, my doctor said there's plenty of room for growth, or something like that. We'll see it in just a second. But, you know, when you're a kid, you go to the doctor and they measure your height percentile and everything. And they're talking about, like, you know, for your age and your estimated height and everything, like, we expect you to end up being this tall. And so they're basically equating their career with being a young child meeting the doctor. Like, the doctor's saying, yeah, you've still got room to grow. So in this regard, their career is so young, they've still got more space to keep growing, right? So clever, super clever wordplay here. That one's not even necessarily wordplay. That one's more of just a double meaning of the message. So I enjoy that. Now lives in the sky making a living. I like it. So he brings it home again. The line here, that guy that grew up looking at the sky. So he was a kid. He was looking up at the sky, making dreams. Now he's up there. He's accomplished a good chunk of those dreams. He's living in the sky. Make a living for himself. If you want to put a GPS, another really cool line there. Bars, baby. If you want a GPS, put it on a suitcase, not on a carnival. So I think, and I could be wrong, but does the carnival reference them, like, in that other world? I thought I saw something similar to a carnival or whatever in Crazy Form. I could be making that part up. But even if it doesn't reference that, put it on a suitcase, track the luggage, track where we're going. Don't put it on the show itself. You can't track this. I don't even know how to explain it, but something about this line just resonated with me, and I enjoyed it. Don't live with shame. And that's another one right there, another bar, right? Numbers without sources don't mean a thing to me at all. You are going to see so many people, and not just about music sales or anything like that. Also, super creepy still frame image to stomp on. But, yeah, we're going to ignore that for a second. Anything in life, you're going to hear people arguing, and they're going to throw stats at you. And so many of those stats are just made up, pulled out of thin air. And unless they can back it up with sources, don't trust them. All right, but he's saying none of that matters at all if it doesn't have a source. Now we're back to that same message. Just look at them. Would you just look at it? Going in and trashing the recommended section of the music store. Just us two, right?
Drop that.
We're going straight to the breaking news concerning the two men that disappeared after the fire set on stage due to arson.
After the fire set on stage due to arson. Like, they're so hot, they literally burned up the stage.
Where are they?
And then disappeared. Now they're underground performing. and then they leave this underground performance with sirens blaring. Unconcerned, walking out unfazed. The swagger. Alright guys, that was the reaction to Ateez, Matz. I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to shed some extra light on things that I clearly missed, or things that maybe I wasn't like I was on the right track but didn't quite get there. Let me know in the comments down below. I understand Ateez is going to be releasing a new music video from this album every week in January. So we got this one, and then I believe the next one, if I recall correctly, I could have sworn that's what I read. The site I normally use to track comebacks doesn't list that right now. But if what I think I remember is to be correct, then we'll get another one around the 9th, another one around the 16th, and another one around the 23rd. So hopefully that was accurate. I'm looking forward to those. If not, then I've got more time to react to some of your requests. But if you enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell to enable your notifications to see when future content goes live. And until the next time, guys, thanks for checking this one out. I'll catch you next time.